Hey everyone, welcome to Pop XP. And before the show starts, make sure to click that subscribe button and click the bell to get notifications when we go live and we upload awesome new content. And don't forget, if you can, make sure to share our stream on all your social media outlets. We appreciate it, and thanks for helping us grow the Pop XP channel. Hey, what's going on YouTube? It's the brain of the mainframe here now, Scala with the Pop XP, and joining me as always is the man, the myth, the legend, a sensation, a teen sensation, Mr. Billy Tucci.
What's up, Tucci?
What's up, Bill?
What's up, man? I was just saying, I feel pretty shitty. I think I've ruined my Bounty Law crew shirt from Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Got a little pool chemicals on it. Got the bleach from the shock and everything.
Well, maybe you're on that bounty hunt and you had to clean some of that DNA off.
Oh,
could be a story there, sir.
Hey,
could be a story.
Ara Galanian, the Armenian Knight, is going to be
at Terrific Con.
Are you going to be there, buddy?
Oh, you know it. Friday,
huh?
Friday and Sunday.
Right. Thank you, Critical Blast.
I'm sleeping over Friday. I'm sleeping right in between you and Deb because I get night terrors.
Oh, jeez. Yeah.
Hold my hand, Billy.
I had a friend. I love them dearly, but I was at a show with him, and his wife surprised us and showed up. So I thought I'd surprise you guys, and they had no place. She had no place to stay, so they ended up crashing with me.
Was she in like a trench coat or something? Was like
surprise?
They
had another bed. We had two, it was twin beds. It was he and I. He offered to come and help me and stuff, and then she decided to just surprise us.
Well, look at that.
I'm like, yeah, don't do that anymore. That was a great seeing you, but never forget it.
Nice. Well, hey, man, we got 3 great creators on tonight. We're going to check out some campaigns.
Let's do it live. Let me get my soda. My seltzer.
Where's your seltzer?
I think it's over here.
All right, get that seltzer. Get hydrated. You got a slice of lemon or lime for that?
It's black cherry.
Black cherry. See, in Connecticut, we say cherry, but in New York, they say cherry. That's a lesson for everyone out there. Where the hell is your seltzer? Hey, where'd he go? This guy. Can you believe that? Everyone, welcome to TUCCI'S network. This is how this works here. The dude just gets up and leaves. Has us sitting here waiting upon him. Let's see what's up with the chat. Oh, we got some new people in the chat. What's going on? Oh, we got Nicholas Gear in the house. TJ James. Frizz Chozo.
Bill Tucci.
Bill Tucci is back. All right, Bill. Let's start with our first guest.
Let's do it.
All right, we got a great book. Not too sure what this book is about. I have some ideas. But everyone, let's please welcome our first guest, Mr. Charles Santino. Charles.
Good evening.
Welcome, the great Santino.
Thank you.
So, Charles, you have been in comics for quite a while.
Longer than most people in comics and older than most people on the planet. Since mid to late 80s, class of Chuck Dixon. We started around the same time with the same editors.
Mm-hmm. Oh, very cool. Now, Charles, this is the first time we're having you on the show. I think, is this your first crowdfunded campaign?
It is my third, but it is the first that did anything.
Nice. And this is your third on Indiegogo. So you've done all these rounds on Indiegogo.
That is
correct. All right. Awesome. So give us a little bit of your origin story, Charles. I need to know about you in 35 years or so?
35 years.
35 years.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Started with Marvel, mid to late 80s, with Conan and the humor book What The, and Savage Tales Volume 2, which was the kind of He-Man adventure anthology book, and took it from there.
Nice. With just writing,
and later and more recently, packaging, editing, art directing, putting the whole package together.
Nice. Now, with your career going and what you were doing, I mean, were you able to work with any of your mentors? Any guys that you may have looked up to that were already well established in the industry?
No.
No?
Short answer. Although when I worked for a trade book publisher, Dodd Mead and Company, I managed to hire Jim Starlin to illustrate a science fiction novel. And also, I was responsible for getting the Bernie Wrightson Frankenstein book into hardcover.
Oh, cool.
Believe it or not, in the early 80s, Marvel could not find a book publisher to put that into hardcover. It has an introduction by Stephen King, and this was the early 80s. Illustrations by Bernie Wrightson. They were turned down by 3 publishers, and the publisher I represented at the time, Dodd Mead, said, yeah, we'll do that. And we did a limited edition and a regular edition. And it's a beautiful book if you've ever seen Bernie Wrightson's Frankenstein stuff.
Yeah, wow, that's incredible. I haven't. I'm gonna have to look that up. I was unaware of that. That's cool. That's really cool, man. So then you got into doing your own books. So tell us a bit about going in and creating all your own comics.
In the early mid 90s, when the industry collapsed, I'm sure Billy knows about this. 94, 95, I got out because the industry just absolutely collapsed. In 94, lost half its market. 95, another half. And I decided if I was going to come back, it would be as a packager, a producer, putting things together. And shortly after that, regular book publishers started publishing graphic novels. And I approached them about doing adaptations. I did an adaptation of Ayn Rand's Anthem with Joe Staton. And shortly after that, I did the first graphic novel based on the work of Louis L'Amour, the Western writer, working with his son, Beau L'Amour, and that was Law of the Desert Born. And currently I'm doing adaptations of Edgar Rice Burroughs stuff for their webcomics subscription site, and doing my own stuff.
Oh, that's neat. Now, when you say packager, can you elaborate on that?
Yeah. It means you're delivering to the publisher a finished product.
Okay.
So in my case, I'm doing the writing, but I'm hiring people to do everything else. I hire the artists, and in the case of Rammur, all the artists in the first issue, which is 48 pages and 5 different artists, some are just posters, others are stories. Mm-hmm. They're all doing their own penciling, inking, and coloring. Mm-hmm. So instead of 5 artists being 15 artists, it's just 5 artists. So I art direct, I write, I put everything together, I hire a letterer, and I deliver to the publisher a finished package ready to be either printed or put online digitally. And this particular book is published by Marcosia, the British publisher, mm-hmm. in digital. They will eventually do a collection of the first, let's say, maybe 3 issues, but they gave me the right to crowdfund a print version because they don't do floppies.
Oh, that's cool. That's neat. So when did Rammur? What is this book about?
This is the shortest elevator pitch in entertainment. 7 words. He's a master thief in a future police state.
Now, what does Rammur mean?
That means to build Tooch.
To build Tooch.
Say again, Tooch.
That means he's a hero in Bill Tooch's world.
Exactly.
Hey, we got a Steve Scott. Hi from Belgium. Billy, when are you guys getting back over here? Welcome, Scott. Steve from Belgium.
After COVID.
There you go. And another guy with the same glasses, the drinking glasses, Billy.
What?
The tumbler. This tumbler.
The tumbler.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
You got to join the club.
I have no idea where the wife bought it.
It's the glass of choice on the show. I'm telling you, when everyone takes a drink, it's with the tumbler.
How many of you guys have left of that same design? Because I had that same exact one.
We have 4 or 5 of those and a smaller version as well.
Oh, yeah, the half-size one, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
Yeah. Fantastic.
It's a great
so the name Rammur comes from his ram scoop.
Great Santino. You know.
You dirty dog.
You do, you dirty dog, you.
His ram scoop, which is on his chest. Now, if you know Larry Niven, the science fiction writer, and other science fiction writers have used the idea of a ram scoop for space travel. He's earthbound, but it sucks in hydrogen atoms, and on his back is a compact fusion reactor. Takes the hydrogen atoms, turns it into energy, powers his wrist blasters and his leg jets. So originally I was going to call him Rammur, Rammer, but I wanted the web address, and Rammur with an ER is taken by a company in Finland that produces heavy equipment for paving roads. So that was out. So then I thought, how about Rammar, pronounced pretty much the same? Well, that was taken by a Turkish chain of grocery stores in Turkey. So I thought, how about Rammur? That was available. I grabbed it. I found out later that it's actually a name of certain men, I assume, in India. So when I decided I needed a web page for Rammur, I called it Rammur and Top's Tales of the Police State, which is a co-feature in the book. So it wouldn't get confused with anybody in India who's out there on Facebook with that name, because it's their first name.
Mm-hmm. Oh, nice.
So that's where the name comes from.
Isn't it crazy though, like the research you have to do, especially when you're trying to do something that may possibly have more of a unique name that you're going for? You do have to do that diligence. I mean, you know, as comic book creators, I mean, for anyone out there that's working on their book, I mean, Billy, you could answer this as well. But starting with Charles, I mean, when you're creating your titles, your characters, I mean, what's the best method to make sure that name doesn't mean anything in another country that's offensive or is taken already? I mean, how do you go about that research?
You can go to the government trademark and copyright website and do a search.
Yeah.
And I discovered that Rammur was not being used for anything, and I applied for the trademark and got a first level approval. I'm waiting for the final approval, but you got to be careful. If you're using the name in a unique way, that can be okay. The example I like to use is there is a board game, a cereal, and a magazine all called Life.
Yeah.
No confusion there. There's also a faucet, like your bathroom or kitchen sink, and an airline called Delta.
Yeah.
And no confusion there either. So if you're using the name for something unique, you're probably okay. But if the name isn't being used for anything at all, that makes it that much easier.
Nice. Well, there's some advice for you out there for anyone developing their names and titles. But let's check out the campaign. So we've got Rammur #1 on Indiegogo, Master Thief in a Future Police State. This is your third campaign. You have 4 days to go. You are funded. You've doubled. You're at 222%, which is awesome. You got 47 backers. Before we get into it, if you guys don't mind, I'm gonna play the campaign video for everyone. We'll check this out
with sound.
With sound.
Excellent.
That was a great campaign video.
I'm sure you have. I'm sure you have questions. Yeah, the video was done by an Italian artist named Marco Perugini. He approached me, and I gave him some assignments. He did the 6-page Rammur backup story that backs up Paulo Perez's 24-page lead story. He used Paulo's art, but he did the video. I found him the music, gave him the art, and he did a fantastic job.
Nice. Now let's get into like the character. Now he can fly.
Yeah, he's got leg jets that allow him to fly.
Okay, very cool. Now the design of this is a very animated design. It has a kind of a cartoon vibe to it. Is this an all ages book?
Not quite. I would say PG-13 and a little. The violence is, action violence. There's a tiny little bit of blood. There's no gore. Any sex is off screen. There's no nudity. The cussing is limited to hell and damn. The themes are very adult, but what you see is and what you hear is probably PG-13. I wouldn't have any hesitation for anybody over 13 reading this.
Yeah. No, I mean, the art is high quality. I mean, even with the animated look, I mean, it looks like, screenshots from an animated series. What inspired the look of this book, for you?
I like the animated stuff that DC did in the 90s, the Batman stuff that was tie-ins to the cartoons. And I thought from a practical perspective that I'd be able to find more artists who could work in this style and work relatively fast. And when I did my initial search, I found Paulo Perez online. He's in Brazil, and he's doing a fantastic job. If you stay on that page, look at the lighting in this. The lighting source, Rammur's wrist blasters become the lighting source here. I didn't tell Paulo to do that. I just told him what happens on this page.
Yeah. His effects are great, capturing the light and everything. Did an excellent job. Now, so you're going for that 90s Batman animated series style stuff, look to it. But what inspired this story?
What inspired the character is I'm a big fan of crime stories, heist stories, caper stories, especially told from the point of view of a criminal, as opposed to mysteries where you're trying to figure out who done it. In a crime story, generally, you know who done it. You're just trying to figure out if he's going to get caught or not. So I decided to make it more comic booky, that I would set it in the future. I'd give him this high-tech gear. I'd create a police state, which makes it even more difficult to be a thief of any kind, let alone a master thief.
Oh, nice. And TJ James says the art is definitely top notch. Reminds me of Burchett.
Well, I'd love to use him at some point, especially his animated style. In fact, of all the animated guys that work for DC, he is not the most well known, but I have to say he's my favorite.
This is really, I mean, this looks really great, Charles. It looks really good.
Yeah.
Let's stop right there. That's Dominatrix, nicknamed Dami. She is the big sister, as opposed to big brother, of the future police state. The future police state is called the GFA, the Global Freedom Authority. They run everything. They run the entire globe. And she may or may not be a real person. I haven't decided, but her image is everywhere. The statues, the posters, the Dami propaganda posters. She's even on the currency on their money.
But we don't know if she's an actual living human being.
Don't know. Probably not particularly important.
Now where is this set in the future? Where are we?
On the planet Earth, and the Global Freedom Authority, the GFA, runs the entire planet.
Now, do they have a geographical location, or is it just?
I'm very vague about that. I'm vague about how far in the future this takes place. I don't think it's particularly important. It takes place at some point in the future where there's a global government that runs everything.
So it's up to the reader.
Yeah, I'm more concerned with the foreground than the background. There's no origin story. He just is. All the stories are self-contained. The first issue has a 24-page story, a 6-page story, and 2 tops Tales of the Police State stories that are 4 and 2 pages each. These are funky, depressing little vignettes about life in the police state. Nice. That's an alternate cover. Rammur number 0 is available for anybody who wants a free 19-page preview of Rammur number 1. So that's an alternate cover that is not on number 1. It's in number 1. Okay. That's the contents page with Rammur in his Bolero jacket mode, when he's fighting or flying, he's generally in the short bolero mode, bolero jacket mode.
Awesome. That looks great. I love that.
There's the propaganda poster. This is one of the perks done by Matt Chick. He's based in New York. All I gave him for this was the words "Dami loves you." I gave him the design of Dominatrix and the flag of the GFA, which is as creepy as they are. And I just gave him those 3 elements, and this is what he came up with. And
Nice.
This is absolutely brilliant. He'll be doing more propaganda posters for me.
Oh, awesome. That looks great.
This is the cover of the comic within the comic, done by Dave Barden. Not quite sure where he is. I found him through an agency. I gave him the design of the robot cops, the Ruptors, the flag, Dominatrix, and he designed this cover. And I gave him the quote, "In the future, you will be a criminal," meaning in this police state, pretty much everything you do is tantamount to a crime, just in case the police state needs to throw you in a labor camp.
That's a wonderful state to live in.
This was a potential cover for number 2. It's probably just going to be a bonus of some kind. As I wrote number 2, which is done, I realized Rammur's probably going to be fighting robots in every issue. Nothing says the future like robots.
Yeah, definitely. No, this looks great, man. This looks really awesome. I love the style of this book. The story sounds interesting. I'm really digging your main character's design.
Yeah,
I love the suit. I love everything about this.
I got to credit a bunch of people for the design. The first person to draw a picture of Rammur quite some time ago in a very, slightly different look was Joe Staten.
Hey.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah. The second person was somebody Billy knows. That was Andrew Wendell.
Oh, I love Andrew Wendell too.
Yeah, he did the second version, and I gave all of that to Paulo Perez, and I said, take this and take it to the next level. Okay. And Paulo is really responsible for what I believe and hope is the final look of Rammur. But I give credit to all the people that contributed it. I started out with something on paper and a description, but artists are the people who bring things to life.
Yeah, no, definitely did a great job on this. And so this isn't already an ongoing series, and you're getting the rights to do a print for the campaign. Are you going to continue on? Are we going to get issue 2 and then 3 through Indiegogo?
Yeah, the main story, which is 34 pages for number 2, that's completely done. And Paulo Perez has started the lead story for issue 3. Okay. So it will be collected eventually by Marcosia. But what I will tell people is that the first 3 issues, although they will be collected, will have material that will not be in the collection. So you got to have the individual issues, and the collection will have material that's not in the 3 issues. So you got to have everything.
Fantastic. Well, this looks amazing. For the viewers out there that are watching this live, they're going to be watching this recorded. There's 4 days left as of June 30th, 2021, and it is 9:30 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. But get out there, share it on all your social media, share it on your Facebook, your Twitter, your Instagram, whatever you can do to help support a fellow indie creator. And if this is something you like, back it, share that you backed it, and help spread the word. There's 4 days left. Will you be going in demand with this, Charles?
Yes, we'll be in demand. And for just $2.99, you can go on Comixology and drive through comics right now and buy the complete digital issue. And that'll show you why you need the print.
Ooh, fantastic.
Incredible.
Fantastic. Well, Charles, thanks so much for coming on and sharing this book with us.
Thanks for having me on.
Great book. I've got a sneak peek of it, and it really is. It's a fantastic book.
I definitely recommend you guys take advantage of that free preview issue. It's pretty dynamite.
Yeah, message me for that.
All right, perfect. All right, everyone. Say thanks to Charles. Charles, thanks for coming on.
Thanks a lot.
If you got anything else, just hit us with an email, and we will get you back on to promote something else you got.
Will do. Thanks.
All right, thanks, Charles. Have a great night.
See you, buddy.
Bye-bye. Take care. Thanks a lot.
That's a gorgeous. I really like the interiors on that book.
Fun looking.
That's cool.
I liked how you said it's for kids because it does have that great all ages look to it.
Yeah, exactly.
But it's Scala.
It's edgy. It's edgy.
So edgy.
Rammur.
I know the
Rammur.
He's awesome. Charles is a great guy.
Yeah, that's a great
Good
name.
to talk to him. And Andrew Wilson says, got paid yesterday. Rammur done.
All right.
There you
Andrew
go.
back,
Rammur done.
Rammer. Perfect. Awesome. Excellent. So
And,
let's get into it. We got our next guest, Mr. Tucci.
All right.
Ready? So we got I don't know if this guy's a great guy. I don't know about this guy. But, he came on, right? He's backstage. He came on all hyped up. I'm like, hey, and he's like, and all of a sudden, like he was acting like he didn't know how to use a computer. So I don't know. He might be a little sketchy.
Man.
I don't know. We'll figure it out. But everyone, please welcome Mr. Tim Lattie. Yeah. You're muted. See? He did it. He did it again. He did it again. He's muted.
Yourself, bro.
Unmute yourself, Tim Lattie. Unmute yourself.
Did not plan that. I'll do it again, dude. Now you can't make it up.
You can't make it up. I told you. No, we got a suspect over here. No, we're good. We're good. Tim, welcome to the show.
How y'all doing?
We're doing, man. We're doing.
That book did look awesome too, man.
It did look cool, right?
Good stuff. Good stuff.
It looked seriously like I thought I was looking at like snapshots from like a TV series I didn't know about.
Right.
It looked pretty sweet, looked pretty good. And I had to ask, because I was like, is this an all-age book? I don't know. My intuition said it might not fully be an all-ages book, but we may have an all-ages book here tonight, but I don't know.
We have an all-ages
we have an all-ages book. That's fantastic.
Yes, sir.
But Tim, before we get started, and you bring us into the world of your creation, you're no stranger to comics, especially mainstream. You've done a lot of work, especially, you've done some TMNT stuff, my Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, love them. Some Ghostbusters stuff. So I really would love if we could just get into, tell us a little bit about yourself, for the single fellas out there, if they're looking for a good time.
Right. Yeah. Slide into my DMs.
Just right into it. Slide those DMs while we're doing this. No, but give us your origin story. Tell us a bit about yourself, how you got into comics, and then what you've done in comics.
I don't know. Well, y'all probably be the same as me. I was just one of those kids. Like, I was always into comics. And I was coming up in the 80s and 90s, which was kind of like the golden age, in my opinion, at least for me. You had so many cool comics coming out, so many cool cartoons. So it was just something I always wanted to do. That's just, I was always drawing. Around 2005, I guess, I was able to get on at Ape Entertainment, which was like a lower tier company, but it was a good place for me to go in there, cut my teeth, and kind of get the basics down. Flash forward a few years, and I was able to end up drawing some of the stuff I grew up loving, like Ninja Turtles, G.I. Joe, Ghostbusters, mostly Ghostbusters. I've done some WWE, some Plants vs. Zombies, so I'm a journeyman of sorts. But Ghostbusters would probably be the big one. I did a lot of Ghostbusters over the last 3 years.
Yeah. How many issues did you work on?
I did a bunch of the covers. So Dan Schoening and Louis Delgado are the main art team, and they're kind of like the IDW. They're the guys.
They're the interior guys, right?
Guys. I mean, they do the covers too. They do everything. Like any cool project that comes out, Dan's going to get on it. And reasonably, there's a reason for it. I came in, I did an annual in 2017, and that led into going into Ghostbusters 101. And it just kept snowballing from there. Like, I just kept getting more and more Ghostbusters work. But I was doing the B covers, a lot of the incentive covers and stuff. And I'm big into the toys. Like I said, I grew up in that era, so I'm always sneaking in Easter eggs from whatever property it is. I love throwing in like the toys and stuff like that.
Nice. Now, are you collecting any of these new, like how they're like redoing the toys, like reissuing them? Are you collecting those?
I'm sure Sony loves that. No, I would rather get the vintage stuff, honestly. And if I already have most of them, you know what I mean? I have the Kenner toys.
Do you find any of them to be sticky?
Yeah, I don't know what that is. Something happens with the plastic when it's in the attic.
That shit got sticky on me.
Yeah,
I think the icky sticky, the sticky icky belly.
I think that's a common problem. And there's nothing that you can do to get rid of it. You can wash them. You can do whatever you want. Like I guess they deteriorate the plastic.
Is that what that is? Are they deteriorating? Chat, do you know this? Why especially my Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle figures got the sticky icky? I need to know this. It's crazy.
We all have this problem. Somebody solve it.
Maybe I should.
I threw them in
I
the
should ask
dishwasher
Kevin
one
that.
time in an old apartment, man. I was trying to get them cleaned up, and it doesn't work. Nothing works.
No, it doesn't. You can't get the sticky off. I should.
Right.
Should I ask Kevin that, Billy?
I think you should definitely.
I should ask
You can be
Kevin
Like, I
that.
don't freaking know.
Kevin, what's going on with these toys that you sold me back in 1988?
Yeah, what's up with that, Kevin?
What is this? What is this? But so you got to work on the covers and stuff. Were you able? Did you get to work on any interiors on any of these books?
We did the first Extreme Ghostbusters, which I didn't know about. I was kind of growing out of it at the time, and I think Batman the Animated Series was coming on, and I was heading into high school. But I went back and rewatched them. Extreme Ghostbusters is a good show. It's better than I thought it was going to be. I came in with low expectations. I was surprised. So we did the first Extreme Ghostbusters comic. I've done some backup issues, stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
So I've been inside the book as well, which is always cool. Got to draw some Vigo, you know.
Oh, very cool, very cool. And then you started. Then you're doing your own stuff too, right?
Right. I had actually that's kind of what started my career. I was a doorman at a bar, and I got in a fight with my boss, and I quit, and I decided to do a Kickstarter, and that was Night Stars. That was the first issue of Night Stars, and this is probably in 2012. I did it, and from there, that's when all the Ghostbusters stuff. It followed after that. So this is that same series, but completed. I was able to do an issue every year. So we have about 5 issues in this one. So it'll be 125-page hardcover.
Oh, wow. Okay. Excellent.
Or more. It's likely going to be more.
Awesome. Let's take a look at the campaign.
Yeah, let's check it out.
Let's check it out. Here we go. Night Stars Volume 1 hardcover. So this is basically a culmination of 5 issues?
Right. So once I started getting work, I was, you can only fill in when you're not getting paid for something. You can only do as much as you can. So every year I was able to do an issue, and we'd always launch it at New York Comic Con.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
And you improve over that time period as well. So I've been going back and cleaning up some pages, which a fresh coat of paint makes a huge difference.
Yeah. Let's check out your campaign video. We'll take a look at that before we dive into this.
I got a letter from 13-year-old Ryan from Belfast. Now, Ryan, if you're out in the crowd tonight, here's the answer to your question. No. As far as I know, an alien spacecraft did not crash in Roswell, New Mexico in 1947. And Ryan, if the United States Air Force did recover alien bodies, they didn't tell me about it either. And I want to know.
We were abducted from our everyday lives. Now we are lost in time and space, hoping to find a way to change the future by battling our way through the past.
Wow, that's a great video.
And that's a great
the
video,
animation in that.
I gotta tell you, it's just, man, that fucker Clinton, he lied to a 13-year-old kid.
Well, again, I did this a long time ago.
Liar. That lying
fucking lying son of a bitch.
He's probably lying about the aliens too.
Heck yeah, he was. What are you talking about? Yeah.
He's probably showing them how to properly use a cigar, that son of a bitch.
Right.
But no, we have a more important question here.
Right. I do not represent Bill Clinton, guys.
I'm going to mute myself.
Now, the more important question here is, do you even believe in aliens, Tim?
I'm surprised nobody has asked me this yet. No, I used to. I'm on the fence about it. I don't know. I just.
Oh, what was that? Is that a call from the mothership?
Yeah, right. Yeah, that was the CIA.
It's Bill Clinton. Hang on.
Right. Yeah, they got to me too, guys.
No, so do you used to believe in aliens?
Yeah, I used to be big into it, and my buddy brought up a point. He was like, "Dude, what if they're interdimensional, or what?" I don't know. I'm just there's so much lying going on that I have no idea what's happening anymore. So I'm just judging off of what I can see.
What do you
there was
think
some weird stuff, man. Back in the 40s, the Nazis were doing weird stuff. Project Paperclip. Like, there's an amazing history that you don't get on the History Channel. That's even more fascinating. Stuff that was going on in Antarctica. I mean, it is wild. So I don't know. As new information comes around, my opinion kind of changes and all. I'm wondering if it was them. If you ever heard of the Nazi Bell?
Yeah, I've heard of the Bell.
Yeah. So I mean, it could have. There was a thing. It was called the Battle over Los Angeles, where the army was going nuts one night in L.A. and they were firing at these things in the sky, and a lot of people think it might have been the leftover Nazis. You know, there's some wild conspiracies out there that's not ancient aliens.
Oh, there's definitely. Have you been keeping up with the news, recent news, Tim?
Yeah, and I mean, is it really recent though? You know, they keep showing that same clip of a blurry image in a cockpit, and then I guess they said there's going to be disclosure. Is that the new news?
Yeah, it's supposed to be in June, but we're now June, so I guess not.
I think, but I have to check because I saw somewhere that they already started releasing some of the information. We'll have to check. We'll have to check.
I'll have to do a show on that. You can come on.
I want to do that show.
Yeah, and then when they release it, it'll be like a page with a bunch of black stuff marked all over. You know, they'll have blocked everything out so you don't get any real info. You know, like that's why I'm just kind of like, it's fun. Obviously, it's something I'm into.
Yeah. You know what I think Critical Blast will
make love to an alien?
For our boys Critical Blast. They'll be talking about that on Friday night.
Oh, sweet. You know
what's scary? I think it's not the aliens, it's their technology, it's their machines, because they couldn't survive that, to be traveling for that many light years and stuff from the near solar system. But I think they created their machines, and the machines now have AI, and they're coming.
Well, I saw those robot dogs today. I don't know. I guess it was on Twitter, and I was just like, "Dude, this is a nightmare waiting to happen." Like, this is horrible.
Yeah. Because we better hope the aliens come so we could use those robot dogs on them. Because if they don't,
it's coming on us, right?
Coming on us.
It's going to be like Rammur. Yeah, that's what's going to happen.
That's what's going to happen. That's exactly what's going to
happen. Yeah. Well, I would totally make love to an alien.
Oh yeah, I mean, I'd go full Riker if I had the chance. Probably,
I would do it.
It depends what country she's from.
What? Right. Oh, get out of here, you! Look at this guy sneaking that in. So let's dive into. Let's segue. It's just, what are you doing? What are you doing? But you got a bunch of cool graphics on here. So let's get into the story. So we've got teenage time travelers, Night Stars.
Night Stars.
Great title, by the way, too.
And it explains it. That was something we changed recently. Just it was going to be Time Kids for a second there, and I don't know. I just wanted to keep it. This is based off of a Van Gogh painting. So you have Starry Night, and then there's another one called Night Stars. So all throughout the book, there's hidden Van Goghs. So I don't know. We were already kind of branded, and I didn't want to change it, but that at least tells you what it is right in the title.
Nice. Well, tell us a bit about the story. What do we have going on? I know we watched the video, but tell us a bit about what we've got going on in the book.
So it's a story of 3 kids who are taken aboard a flying saucer. And when they're on there, the saucer kind of morphs around them and puts them in these suits that make them look like aliens, like little green men. But the saucer is actually a time machine, and it takes them back in time where they crash land in Roswell in 1947. So they're the Roswell aliens. And from there, it's their journey throughout time, kind of dealing with history's mysteries. Like they knock Amelia Earhart's plane out the sky. One of them falls in love with Anne Frank, as you can see right there. They get a Yeti as a pet. So it's basically a tool for me to just do fun stuff that I'm into, tell like kind of conspiracies. And you can also genre jump when you're doing time travel stories. Like it could be a Western. It could be, Victorian, whatever the case may be. So as an artist, that's kind of fun.
Yeah, that is. That totally
very fun. Right.
Actually, I know it's kind of a simple thing, but I really love your panel work here. Sitting on the roof here and just breaking up the focus on her, yet then going in right into the fourth panel. Yep. And it actually makes the whole image. I like how that kind of flows in like that. That was one thing that really caught my eye when I first started scrolling through your campaign when you sent the link. So I definitely like the panel layout there. And your interior art's really good too. Really great on this. Now, are you doing everything? Like, do you do everything for this book?
Yeah, I'm doing it all. So I wrote it, drew it, penciled, inked.
Nice.
Tim, that's fantastic, bro.
I appreciate that. And look, technology has changed over the years. Like, it's not like I'm using an Ames guide to do the lettering or anything like that. I can just go into Photoshop. But yeah, it's still, I mean, that's a day of work for an issue, something like that, you know?
Yeah, definitely. You got action figures?
That is our super stretch goal. I'm trying to just get to the original right now. But yeah, if we go to the moon, yeah, everybody gets a free action figure, which came out great, man. The guy that did the Sectars toys. I don't know if y'all had seen those. There was a crowdfunding for that.
No.
And his name's Adrian Melton. And we just kind of had the idea, like, dude, let's get a toy done up. And I mean, he just rocked it, you know?
It looks great.
But how
awesome.
expensive is that, though, for people that want to do their own projects and all, you know? I mean,
to get it 3D designed is not unreasonable for what he does, for the quality of work he does. To get a toy made is, and Billy, you probably know this. I mean, dude, the tooling process is expensive, man.
Yeah.
Like that's what you're really paying for.
Yeah.
There's a reason all the He-Man figures had the same body. There's a reason you get like 1 million Batman figures in different colors and not like a bunch of clay faces or stuff like that, you know?
Right.
You have to put it in that mold. Oh, dude, speak of the devil, dude. Every time I bring up his name, I'm telling you, every podcast on, I bring up his name and he starts saying hello, bro. The next time I say it'll be the third one, you'll probably appear in my room.
There you go.
That's crazy, man.
You'll just feel someone massaging your toes.
Right.
It's you again, Adrian. Yeah, this looks cool,
That's
man.
funny.
This campaign looks really great. You got some great
Really
stretch goals. Did you even get what do we have here? What's this video?
So I don't know if y'all know Michael Uslan. He
The producer?
somehow he ended up owning Batman basically, and he's behind all the movies ever since '89 on. He's a buddy of ours, and he was a big reason. So when I did my original Kickstarter, there was a guy in Jersey who was eyeing it up, and he's friends with Michael Uslan. And he sent it over to Michael Uslan to kind of, hey, man, like, what do you think of this? And Uslan's like, yeah, man, jump on it, like, grab it. And from there, we kind of became friends, but it was a partnership as well. So he's the one that's getting me to New York Comic Con every year. He's the one that's paying for the printing of the books. So he's the.
I will see you at the New York Con. Both of us will see you at the New York Con.
I miss the hilarious. I mean, the Javits Center, man. It's been a few years, and I love Manhattan too. I enjoy it out there.
Oh,
it's
a good time.
It's a fast vibe, you know, compared to New Orleans. I love it.
Yeah.
Dude, I love New Orleans. Yeah, see, I lived in Manhattan for 4 years. I lived in the city for another 6. And I'm New York born and raised. I'm out here on the island, but man, I love New Orleans. It's my favorite.
I actually
city.
saw you years ago, man. You came down for do you remember this? It was probably like late 90s, early 2000s.
Yeah, we came down for a show. Yep.
Yeah.
Ryan
Michael Bendis was here. Palmiotti was down here. So
yeah,
man,
my grandfather was actually born in Louisiana. He's a Cajun. Their father was a Italian immigrant. They were fishermen.
Nice.
And he moved here, and then somebody died, and then when he was like 2 years old, they all moved back to Italy. And then he came back to America eventually when he was, getting ready to marry my grandmother or something. So that's my story. Sorry.
Nice. Wow,
and I love Stevie Ray Vaughan. And ghosts.
Ghosts.
Oh yeah, New Orleans, right?
Oh yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I had a blast in New Orleans. I loved it down there.
But you're not allowed to go back to New Orleans ever again, are you? You're not allowed back in New Orleans. Nope. That ain't happening.
What did you do in the quarter, man?
Yeah,
hey, so your campaign's doing great, huh? What do you got? A bunch of backers, huh, guys? What? What about this going on? Gulp. Yeah. So you got 41 days left. How you got some time here, man.
Yeah, that's great that he's got the time.
Yeah, hell yeah. So you got to be.
I got a big goal though too. Everybody's been giving me hell about the goal. But we're doing 100. This isn't a single issue. It's a 125 page hardcover.
That's huge.
Right. So I don't know. My feelings on Night Stars is this. I think if I can just get it out to enough people that they can see it, I think it will be very well received. So that's kind of been my mission the last couple weeks, and will continue to be for sure.
Yeah, no, I mean it looks gorgeous, man. It really does. Is there a sample out there that anyone can read? Like, is there like a few page sample of anything so people can check out a little bit of this book?
Those are the only 5 pages I have up right now. I can put more, but like I said, I'm recoloring a bunch of pages.
Yeah.
So that's the only thing that's holding me off. I don't want you to see coloring I did 7 years ago. You know?
Yeah, no.
And I mean that jump
understandable.
is night and day for sure.
Yeah, I mean
The
the
ink
interiors
stand
look
up, the pencil
amazing.
stand up.
Yeah. Now this is an all ages book.
Yes, sir.
But what age group? You know, you say all ages, but is there really an age group that it really kind of identifies with?
Probably tween and up, something like that, under 30. You know, it's kind of got. I went out to go write like a Goonies or a Monster Squad, but with aliens. That was kind of those were the things I was into as a kid. And over the years at New York Comic Con and other shows, I just kind of noticed that, man, if you had like a Doctor Who shirt on, if you were wearing like a TARDIS dress, it was $20. You know, it was $20 in my hand, like it was over with, or Harry Potter or something like that. So, it didn't plan it like that, but that's how it went. So, you know, in that ballpark, if you're a fan of Goonies or some of those kind of shows, this is probably up your alley for sure.
Yeah. Oh, fantastic. Looks awesome, man. Really looks amazing. So everyone out there that's watching this, if you know, this is your thing, make sure to back this book. You do have 41 days to go. So if the paycheck has already been spent, you got next week's paycheck, unless you're bi-weekly, but then you still have time. So make sure to get out there, but also share, guys. Share, continue supporting indie creators. Right, that's what we're here for. Share on your Facebook, your Instagram, your Twitter. 41 days left. We know what that means for people watching live and watching this recorded who have their own streams. You should be sending an invite to Tim. Get him on your show. Talk about what he's doing so that you can continue spreading the word to get this series out. Because, you know, like you said, the goal may seem a bit hefty, but this isn't a small book. This is not a small book. So that number makes sense, okay? And, you know, really try to help spread the word out there. If you know anyone else that has a stream, spread the word. Tim, where can you be found for people that want to get you on their streams and want to help spread the word of Night Stars?
Team Lattie, TEAM, Lattie, LATTIE, on pretty much all social media. It's all going to be the same thing.
All right, fantastic. And are you accessible through DMs and messengers or things like that?
Yeah, I'm on my phone all day long like everybody else. So yeah, shoot me a line. It's easy. Not hard to find at all.
Fantastic. Well, hey, Tim, thanks so much for coming on. The book looks amazing. If we can help in any way, if you need a signal boost, you know, in the last 2 weeks or so, give us a shout. Maybe we can pop you on maybe another episode of Crowdfunding Comics or the Weekend Pop. Maybe we can have you on for something like that, you know, and try to help push this some more for you towards the later half of your campaign.
I appreciate that, man. I probably will hit you up on that. So
absolutely. Please do.
Definitely. Well, good luck with everything. I know you'll make your goal, and I hope everyone out there takes the time to really look at it and backs it. And again, man, good luck, and thanks for hanging out with us tonight.
All right, y'all. Thank you.
All right, Tim. Have a good one. Have a good one. All right, fantastic. I like that. That's another good. That's a good campaign.
It really is.
That's cool. You know, the aliens, time travel. I kind of like that whole concept of, you know, making the kids look like an alien, right?
Yeah,
that's pretty freaking cool. I hope he makes it. That is, you look at that, you know, like $10,000. Holy shit, man!
Yeah, I know, but
that's
you know
a lot.
It's a huge book. It's a huge book. Comic.
It's like it's almost like an omnibus, practically. Practically, which
speaking of my omnibus, if I may, real quick.
Yeah, what's going on?
I think we might have had a little mistake with the whole thing launching in 7 days. I think that's the pre-launch page is launching in 7 days, and I think
pre-launch page is launching.
I think we're launching a week after that.
Oh, so it's 7 days that the pre-launch is launching.
I think so, but we'll see. We might move it up and launch it up, but we'll look at like the 14th or something like that, or 13th to launch the book. But I also want this book done, right, yeah. Scala? We want it done.
I hear you.
You know, we had this conversation before, and
we're gonna get it done. It's gonna be a powerhouse.
Every book from here on in will be done. Crusade Comics book before we launch a campaign.
Boom.
And I'm doing the cover roughs because one of our levels, and I'm doing roughs here. One of our levels is the She Sakura Ash Can edition.
Oh,
but I don't know which cover to use. I don't know if I should do
that one.
I got to get it done like tomorrow.
Ooh.
And then in the morning, I got to get it done in the morning. But I'm going to shoot my video first thing in the morning.
Ooh, I like that. That one's nice. I like that.
Right?
Got some sass.
That's sassy.
Who's a naughty Gale?
Naughty girl. Little naughty Cara Nicole. There you go.
Man, speaking of launching though, right? Talk about someone who's like really launching in the crowdfunding field, really just growing the brand, growing what she's doing. I mean, She's like sitting on the top of a rocket, just blasting off, saying, "All right, suckers, see you later." She'll be like, "What was that? What was that show I used to do? Pop XP? What are those guys?" Because she's just soaring. Everyone, please welcome back to the show one of our favorites, Miss Cara Nicole. Hey!
Hey!
Intro, that was the coolest thing ever. Seriously.
And with great music. Nile, well done.
I'm testing the copyright field.
No one's gonna notice that.
That's what I'm saying.
If they do, though, then you are free to use any of our music that you want, and we'll put in that you have permission.
There we go. See that? I'll just cut an audio track from there. So how are we doing, Cara?
Just crazy busy, just insane. We're shipping out, the Fire Bitch 2.
Oh yeah.
Word up.
Packages.
Nice.
Getting all that going. We've got a lot of them out. We're still printing and packing and shipping as we go, but we have the new book, 52 Card Pinup.
Yes. Which is really cool. That's a really cool idea. I haven't seen anyone else doing this.
Well, it's a pinup book and a deck of cards combo.
Yes.
And I had this idea to do a deck of cards, and Alfred's like, well, why don't you just take those images and put them in a book? And you could do that too. And it's like, you ever play that game 52 Card Pickup?
Sure.
Yeah.
And he says, no, I never heard of it. And I'm like, well, maybe my people are just mean to me. Well, it turns out that they did not play cards where he's from in Mexico. They played dominoes. And I'm like, you don't want to play this game with dominoes. That's a bad idea.
Yeah.
Well, I asked 5 other people to make sure it's not just that people in my world have been mean to me, that, this is a game. And so that's where I got the idea for 52 Card Pinup. And we have, the 52 card pickup with the cards everywhere.
Yeah. Oh, that's awesome. Let's check out. We'll start off. Let's play your campaign video. You always have fun campaign videos.
Thank you. I hope you're ready to lay it all down because I got a campaign for you. That's right. Playing cards and a matching pinup book. Who could ask for anything more? Don't gamble with the chance of missing out on this campaign and buy in on this awesome pinup project from your favorite cosplayer, Cara Nicole. Look, I am bringing you this stellar concept, and I think you're gonna love it too. My cosplay on it's the main idea, but make sure you also check out the pinup book featuring 52 images from the cards in comic book form on green quality. It's a sure bet you're gonna love this beautiful and alluring cosplay content, and I am giving you a few options to get your favorite cover, or better yet, get them. High rollers, welcome. This campaign will also feature exclusive prints, fancy boutique book styles, and incredible never-before-seen add-ons. Go all into the high-stakes world of 52 Card Pinup, the official cosplay pinup book. Summer 2021 from me, beloved Cara Nicole, the AZ Power Girl.
Nice. I love it. Love it. Always so much energy.
Brilliant idea.
Thank you. Well, and that song was actually a stretch goal, and we did hit it. So everyone will get that song digitally. It is a remake of Secret Heart, which was put out by Tight Fit, and it did not do well, and nobody knew about it. And then the Monkees actually put it out on their Pull It album. And so Alfred and I, Alfred heard it, and I'd known it, and he was like, okay, we're going to do something with this. And so we went this whole synthwave. It's really awesome.
Oh, that's awesome. That sounded great too.
It really did.
So the cards, so they're getting a deck of cards and they're getting a pinup book. So the same images that are in the pinup book are the ones that are on the cards?
Yes, but they're not in the book with the card stuff on them. Like, it's not a card. It's just it's just the images. And this is not for sure. These are just testers to kind of see what we're looking at. So we don't, this isn't necessarily the order that everything's in.
Yep.
But we also met the wild card and the old maid card as add-ons as well, or not as add-ons, as stretch goals. So you're going to get those as well as all the jokers and everything. The deck is set up to where there's like a theme for each suit. And one of the things that I did is I took off the cosplays, and for the king, it's me. It's like me as me, but with a crown, of course, and like a gown.
Mm-hmm.
And so our queens are Fire Bitch and our hostess from our books, Fire Bitch and Unstable Frequencies. But my other two queens are Dolly Parton and Elvira.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
They are like our queens of our world. They're like the angel and the devil on your shoulders.
Oh, perfect. So, now you have this all broken out on the page for everyone to see. So you've got your clubs, your diamonds, your spades, your hearts.
You get to see all of them. And I did not repeat a cosplay. And I didn't do that thing where it's like, well, one's a boudoir and no, there is not a character repeated in this deck.
Wow.
Now there might be a cover of the character, but in the deck, there is not a repeat.
So now is this is all taken from all your years of cosplaying and everything? You just started pulling all these photos together, or did you have to take a bunch of images for this deck?
The only ones we took were the kings.
Nice.
And
that's awesome.
I tell you, this is not all of my costumes. I had to pick and choose because there are cosplays that I have done that are not in this deck.
Wow. How long have you been cosplaying now?
Well, you see, in the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth, and then he created me, and I created cosplay. I would say about 10 years.
10 years? She was part of the Big Bang. She was the light. That came through. She was the light of the bang.
I love that. I was the light of the Big Bang.
There you go.
That now.
This looks cool. I love your campaigns. You have so much cool stuff too.
Thank you. It's been a lot of fun, and it's been really hard with this one because, unfortunately, social media has really just kicked me in the teeth.
Yeah.
They actually removed Alfred's page. Alfred's fan page is gone.
What?
Oh my God.
Disappeared. Found out this morning. And my page, they delete everything. That's spam. That's a fake product. That's more spam. That's a fake. I'm like,
you know what you need to do? You need to only use Twitter. You're gonna have to just move to Twitter. Twitter lets you do whatever you want.
Yeah, I do post on Twitter, and I've also been posting on OnlyFans for it too. So I can post a video directly to OnlyFans, and the video will show and play right there because we do have music videos all the time. And I will message everybody, hey, here's the new campaign. Here's some images from the campaign.
Yeah,
Facebook,
Facebook, Instagram, they're absolutely brutal right now. Like they're just brutal with. I don't even think like I post like a puppy spilling a little jar of honey and a little kitten licking it up, and it'll get like 3,000 likes. And I'll be like, hey everyone, tune into like a show, and it gets like 2 likes. Like anything you promote that's like business related, if you're not paying for their services, they don't push your stuff.
But I am paying for their services. I have 3 ads running right now.
Yes, but that's where I'm going to. But then anything they consider like somewhat inappropriate, they don't push or they shut down. Where like Twitter and stuff, you can literally post whatever you want.
Oh, literally. I know.
Yeah,
you can't open it around anybody or in public. Oh, I know. Now I'm a sex offender.
Yeah. No, but that's the thing I've learned is like that's why and everyone says like if you really want to grow your brand, like Twitter's like it's a horrible because everyone's just mean on there, but it's one way to like really get it really is the best platform because they don't really censor you, unless it's something really outrageous, like extremely outrageous.
So many people on Facebook that don't want to go to Twitter.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
Your numbers are big on, like I said, a lot of we get way more customers via Facebook than Twitter.
Exactly. Me too.
Still. It's crazy, Scala. It's crazy.
TJ James would like to know if you're coming to Terrificon.
I don't know. I was supposed to be going to Terrificon, and that was before COVID. I was booked, and I have not heard from them in regards to the new year. And I don't know what their plan is because they were bringing me in because Jimmy and Amanda were going to be there.
Yeah, they're still going to be there.
They're still going to be there.
Okay, then I need to reach out from when is Terrificon? Do we know?
Like a month?
July 30th through August 1st.
Oh, cheese and rice.
I would just reach out to Mitch And
I
see
don't know if
what
I can. Yeah, I might not be able to make that.
Yeah. Sorry, TJ.
Sorry.
Back
Sorry
to
for all
campaign,
of us.
bud. Back to campaign.
Yes.
There you go.
Back to campaign.
Back to campaign. So this is awesome. So you got a bunch of different tiers here. What is kind of your what's your recommended tier? If someone said, "Hey, what do you recommend I back?"
Oh, definitely the producer level. Hell yeah. But or the VIP.
The VIP or the producer level?
VIP or producer level. I'm like, you're gonna ask me. Of course I'm gonna say the VIP or the producer level. Get the most expensive one. That's like when you take a girl out on a date, like, what do I order now? Who's paying?
Now, I have to say, I love this image here because I love your face right here. I think it look like it's awesome. I'm just like, what the you look like shocked.
The pasties are little Facebook with handcuffs. It's like Facebook inmate because I'm always banned. I'm always in Facebook jail.
That's awesome. I love that. That's great. You have so many cool pictures here.
Thank you. I try. I really try to like always do something different. Like I said, we put out a music video every month. We did miss a month because we were distracted with everything. But yeah, we put out a music video every month. We just dropped our video for our new song In Between. Mm-hmm. That song came out with the calendar campaign, but the music video is now up on YouTube.
Oh, awesome. Awesome. And actually, you know what? I didn't, but I will put a link to your YouTube channel in the description of this. I forgot to add it in. So we'll put that in there. So if anyone wants to check out, live right now or recorded, you can head over to our YouTube channel and check out the music videos and all the other stuff they have posted. But
so
yes,
VIP and up, you get a medal that says VIP.
Oh, right
you get
there.
A medal. Yeah, because you know what? You deserve it.
You do. That's great. And you're getting everything, right? Oh, you got poker chips.
Those only come with the producer pack, or you can add it on. Where you get, and it's not just poker chips. You get a case with the custom poker chips in there and the cards.
Oh, nice. TJ, you got to get that stuff so we can play some poker. At Mohegan, at Terrificon, in the cigar bar. Make it happen, TJ James. Make it happen.
Make it happen, TJ.
There you go. This is cool. So what do you have lined up after this? So this is, I like, because what you guys have your books, then in between you'll do your calendars, you'll do other stuff. It's always like you have your calendar, a book, then something really unique like this, and then another book or anything. What is next for your crowdfunding adventures?
So the calendar has to be done in a timely fashion to make sure that everyone gets it for the new year. So we are going to bump that up. We've got the calendar coming, but we also have Unstable Frequencies, which is our horror anthology.
Yep.
So it's numerous horror stories in one book. And we currently have that. We've got one story with an artist right now, and we are getting the other ones together for their artists. And you know how that goes. And it's always that exchange.
Yep. Awesome. Awesome. And then now will this transfer over? Will you do anything with Indiegogo with this? Or is this just
yes, this is only a 3-week campaign on Kickstarter, and then we'll roll over to Indiegogo.
Good.
I find that they don't seem to like creators that much.
Who? Kickstarter. Indiegogo doesn't like creators?
They always push. If you look at your email, you'll always get emails for tech stuff, but not books.
That is kind of true.
Yeah.
Unless I'm signed up for something or I backed something, I'll get all that stuff. But you're right. Indiegogo doesn't send me emails about comic books, but I do get stuff about tech stuff.
That is true. That is.
Oh my gosh. We got to get Indiegogo on, Billy. With Cara, so she can be like, what the fuck is going on?
What the fuck? Like that.
What the fuck, Indiegogo?
Right?
And dead serious. What the fuck?
Now, I do like a lot of the things that they do. I like that your address goes in right away. So if a backer forgets to do a survey or doesn't get an email, they still get their stuff. With Kickstarter, you don't put your address in until you do the survey.
Yeah.
And with Indiegogo, your money comes out right away, but they have 10 days to cancel. So that's why if you're saying, oh, I just bought and it's in demand, we got to wait 10 days because you can cancel. So with Kickstarter, your money only comes out when the campaign ends. So when people are like, I'm waiting till payday, don't wait till payday. It doesn't matter when you pledge because the money's not coming out until the end of the campaign. So there are differences. Kickstarter doesn't allow you to put a photo of the tier in the tier level. Indiegogo does. So those are other things that there's just back and forth. There's differences between both of them, things that I like, things that I don't like. They both allow add-ons now, which is great, but currently Kickstarter's add-ons are not always working. So please, there is nothing I can do for you. If you added something on and it did some weird shit, do the best you can. There will be a backer kit, which backer kit merged with CrowdOx. So there is no
Did they merge?
They merged, and CrowdOx is going away, and it's becoming just backer kit after the third quarter.
Oh wow, I didn't know that. I didn't hear that they merged. That's the first I'm hearing of that.
Yeah, like I know stuff about this business. I'm not just like, oh my god, look at my bobs. No, like, like I know shit about this business.
Who are the Bobs? Who are those guys? I don't know them.
I don't know, Bob.
Now, is this what is this cosplay here?
That's Catwoman. So
that is your Catwoman, right?
If you look at the cards, I have a 66 Catwoman.
Yeah.
And so that set was actually, I do a lot of variations with my set. So you'll get, you have the classic suit, and then you have, and then I did some with the mask and some without the mask, because depending on who the actress was, like Julie Newmar did not wear that mask.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, but Eartha Kitt did. So I wanted to kind of like feel them all out. And I did a gown, like an evening gown, and I did the lingerie. So, and then I had the collar, and I was like, all right, we're gonna do this. Like I always try to like do different things.
Yeah. No, that's great.
The Chitara, I have like the whole suit, and then I've got the bikini, and then I've got, some other stuff with Chitara. So yeah, like, but see, there's the Catwoman actually.
Yeah, right there. And you you have a music video dressed up as her, right?
I do, and it is a cover of "Rock You Like a Hurricane" from the Scorpions.
Yes, yes. Yeah, you looked awesome as Catwoman. That cosplay came out so good.
Yeah,
I was super happy with it, and it was so much fun. And I like it because it's a good one for like family day at a show.
Yep. Chris Stanley, Cara, I live under a rock. Sorry, but this looks great.
You know what, though? People that live under rocks typically don't have very good internet service. So you definitely want to have a deck of cards, because there's nothing like sitting at home playing some solitaire by yourself. And
there you go.
Or playing some rummy with your mom.
Playing some rummy. Now, the photo here where you're dressed as Power Girl, this is a new photo, right? Where you're dealing the cards?
It's a new photo. And, people think it's so funny. Like, oh, can't you just put on your Power Girl suit real quick and do this for me? And it's like,
what? That
is held together by clamps because the whole zipper just came apart. I have to remake that.
That's right there. That you are known as Power Girl, AZ Power Girl.
And there's a lot of editing on the disc because it needs to be resanded and repainted.
Heroinberg says, would love to see Cara cosplay Electra Woman. Speaking of classic TV heroines.
Well, I did do for like older stuff. I did do a Black Phantom, classic character there, So I always have different things. I really don't have a type. I am all over the place.
No, you come up with some really good stuff. Now, again, though, do you do your own? You do make your own costumes?
I make some stuff. I buy some stuff. I commission some stuff, like my Ahsoka headpiece I made, but I didn't make any of the clothes because it's mostly like lingerie or whatever. I borrowed a lightsaber, but the headpiece was enough. That thing was a bitch. I'm currently making the new corset for the Patriotica white suit.
Yep.
I'm doing that. Nice. Yeah. But then like my Harley Quinn, I don't like making full body suits. I don't care that much. I commissioned it because a girl that I know, and I had 16 weeks in a row back to back at that time. I was like, I cannot make a costume when I have to go to a show every week for 16 weeks. Not going to happen. But I'm also working on her 2016 wedding dress, which I am making. And I started a long, long time ago. And every time I talk about it, it ends up pushing it out 6 months.
Critical Blast asks, can people commission cosplays if they provide the costume?
I would like for you to be more specific in that question because I cannot speak for anybody else. I have people try to steal shoots. And I say that, kind of like, what they'll do is they'll send me things.
Mm-hmm.
And they think that just because they sent it to me, so you're going to put it on for me? No, not unless I want to. You do not, no, that's not how this works. Like, I got shit to do. So not to be mean, but I did have someone that said, hey, will you do an event from Clue? And I wasn't sure actually how that costume would do well with the, with the fan base, because I have to think more than just one person. I can tell you now, I will not do a custom photo shoot for someone at this time. Like, oh, here's a costume. I want something that's only for me. And it's not that I'm being mean. It's that I do not have time. At this point now, if I get hired to do a photo shoot, it is for, it's for a book. It's for a cover of something. And at this point, if someone does want to hire me, I don't have the ability to just do it to be a stretch goal or whatever. Like, if it's not a cover, I can't do it. It would be like asking Billy, hey, can you draw a sketch card for me for my campaign? Like, you don't have time. You know what I mean? It's my work is not just take a few pictures in an outfit. Like, this is not what's happening here. I am putting on, I've got backdrops and I've got lighting, and it is very time consuming. Like, these can take hours.
Yeah.
Hours. So I really just don't have the time. But like I said, that guy, he wanted an event. So I said, you pay for the costume. And he said, okay, how much? And so I hit up some costume makers that I know that I work with. And I was like, okay, this is how much. And he paid for it and everything. And yeah, I did give him a copy of that set, as well as, like, I hooked him up with a few things, and I appreciated that. And then he said, can I have the costume back? And I said, no. Like, if this was custom made for me, you can't just and I went to all the trouble to do all this shit. I know I sound terrible. I sound like I'm so mean. I'm so sorry.
Now, just out of curiosity though, because these questions may start coming in for people doing their books. If they were interested in hiring you to do like a cosplay cover, go through all the proper channels, how would they go about at least reaching out to you to discuss the...
Message me on Facebook, send me an email, message me on Twitter, on Instagram. I do check my spam. So you can message me pretty much anywhere. Someone asked, how much is a cover? And that's a very interesting question. So if I said, Billy, how much is a cover? You're not just going to blurt out a number, because then if you blurt out that number, okay, I need 17 characters.
Yes.
Like, no, it all depends. So it's like, if I say it's this much and then you want me to build a mech, so it really depends on the complexity of your costume, what your deadline is. I've had to turn down jobs because I just don't have the time. So it really depends on what your costume requirements are. Then it'll be like, okay, well, I want this, and I want you topless on top of riding a Jaguar. Like, not gonna happen. I had one guy, he wanted me.
Well, what if they supply the Jaguar?
No. Are we talking car, or are we talking? No, but
I'm talking the cat.
Oh, right. I had a guy, and he said, hey, I'll send you these shoes that you liked if you send me a picture, but I want you with your feet holding open the mouth of a T-Rex.
How do you do
Where
that?
the hell am I supposed to get a T-Rex?
Oh my God.
And, that is not worth, the complication for that is not worth a $15 pair of shoes. It's just not. And I want to ask people all the time, they say, oh, I like your cosplay. It's like, hey, well, can you share? Yeah, no, I don't do that. Do you think I'm fat? Because you clearly don't want me to eat.
That's craziness. That's why I let them send me the shoes, and then I just block them. I'm like, what else? I'm like, thanks for my shoes. I click them and then I move. That's it. That's what you got to do. I want to have Cara on more and just have her just get mad about stuff.
We
Let's
need
do
to,
that.
like
Yeah.
I've heard
I don't want
that.
to sound like an ass, but you know what? Fuck.
Well, because some people come at
For
you
my
very.
campaign.
I work with some of the most professional, amazing comic book creators. Let me tell you, and the people that draw that create like dirty stuff,
Yeah.
are actually some of the most respectable. Like they really are. I gotta say that real, true comic book creators are amazing. They know what it's like on all sides of the game. They're out there to put out a book. They're not screwing around trying to get girls in bed. And that has become, hey, though, I have an idea for a comic book. What would it be for a cover? Do you have a book? Well, no, but I'm working on it. So how much for a cover? Talk to me when you have a book. Talk to me when you have a project.
Mm-hmm.
Well, can I shoot it myself? I have a camera. Okay. I'm at a show, right? I got a minute, right? You got time for this?
You're good. Yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
So I'm at a show and a guy starts telling me, hey, can I get a picture of you? Of course, sure. And he says, so I used to be a professional photographer and I've worked with da-da-da-da-da. And he starts all bragging about himself. He says, so can I get you to like turn a little bit? And I'm like, I'm gonna see where this goes, you know? Turn your head to, and then I shit you not, he pulled out a disposable camera.
A what?
A disposable camera.
Disposable camera.
So like when he was done, he was like cranking it away.
Like,
Do they still sell those things?
They do. So. I bought one when I went to Hawaii so that I could get the underground one and I could not worry about like messing up my camera.
Oh wow. Are they film or are they like disposable digitals now?
They're film. They are
really?
film. And I'll tell you, if you ever need any batteries, just open them up and just take out the battery. It's only been used for that one thing, and then you still
What kind of batteries in it?
AA.
No
really?
way.
Yeah.
No shit.
Like, you know, in the middle of the night, when you need to scrounge for that AA battery because your mouse went out, or
yeah.
On your it's like, do I take it out of my vibrator or do I take it out of this old beat up ass disposable camera?
The camera. Wait, yours takes AA's? Mine's hooked up to a car battery.
It doesn't plug into the wall. Of course, now they all plug. We don't even need to get into that subject.
Mine's Wi-Fi. Anyways.
Oh!
What? No, but that's a true story. Anyways. No, but no, that's cool though. Your stories are fun. Your stories are fun. I love how you mad. He gets so mad.
The dogs are getting mad.
Are the dogs? Do you still have the chicken? You still have the chicken or no?
The chicken died last summer. It was
That's
too
right.
hot, and she wouldn't stop going outside.
Yeah.
She'd go outside, like stop going, and I bring her in the house, and she go outside again. And she just, it was too hot.
The heat got to her.
Yeah, it's like
Little
one of the hottest summers ever. I mean, we were up to like 120 every day. It was insane.
Oh wow. That's nuts.
Did you guys see my tweet from, I don't know, yesterday or something, where I say I bought a chicken to make sandwiches and it doesn't? It shits all over the floor.
That's hilarious.
That's awesome. So anyways, everyone get out there. 9 days to go for 52 card pinup, Cara Nicole, cosplay, card, book, everything you can imagine. I don't know how you're actually going to play the card game. Good luck to you. But, you know, I want to see it. I want to see it. I'm going to get a game going. What's that?
It's called the solitaire special.
Yeah, there you go. They'll be like this. They'll be like, what hand do you have?
The special.
They'll just be like, guys, come on, focus.
The very first tier is a build your own package. You start with a deck of cards, and then you can go into the add-ons and add on whatever you want and create your own custom package.
There you go. That's the way to go. Remember, TJ, I'm counting on you so we can play some poker.
That's it.
I want to get those chips, TJ. But Cara, it was so fun having you on. Thanks for coming back onto the show. I'm serious. You ever want to come hang out? You know, you're more than welcome to.
Always.
Always.
If you ever need like a substitute for anything or someone to pop in and like do some stuff and things, like let me know. I'm also available. You know, I love hanging out with you guys. You guys are so much fun and super awesome. And you let me rant and you laugh at me instead of just so mean.
You know the best, Cara.
we
love you so
know
much.
you, so we know it's all in good fun. But yeah, guys, if you can, and again, just like if you guys have your own stream, if you're doing your own stuff on Twitch, YouTube, Discord, whatever you're doing, reach out to Cara if you want to get her on. Great, hilarious, very talented artist, photographer, cosplayer. So definitely have her on your stream, share the campaign, hit up that social media, help support, because she's usually in Facebook jail anyways. So, you can make sure to find her Twitter. At least she'll probably be there. But and then check out your OnlyFans. Sign up for your OnlyFans stuff as well. Check out that. I'm sure there's custom sets and things that you guys can check out if you're a fan of her work. So yeah, awesome. Keep doing what you're doing. When you get over to Indiegogo, if you want to hit us up, if you want to pop on and give a quick, blurb for that this campaign move over to Indiegogo, we could do that as well on, the Weekend Pop or another show. So awesome. Really appreciate you coming on and good luck. Hopefully you'll crush 30K on this one.
I hope so. Thank you so much for having me.
Oh, you're welcome. Have a great night.
Cara. You're the best.
Yeah, freaking hilarious. All right, have a good one. Bye.
Bye.
All right, Mr. Tucci.
Dude, that was awesome. I'm gonna.
That
was great. Yeah. Thank you for helping me pick the. I think
that's awesome. I love that.
Look
at that right there.
It's just a rough.
Would you look at that? It's so rough.
Rough, Nile.
Even your damn roughs look amazing.
Yeah. Oh well, you're too.
Too kind.
Anyway, yeah, I'm gonna pop on. I'm gonna pop on Ethan's stream.
Awesome, dude. Pop on Ethan's stream. And everyone, thanks for tuning in tonight for Crowdfunding Comics. You can you'll find myself, Mr. Adam Lawson, Jennifer Van Damsel, the Gamer Master Grizz. We'll be live tomorrow night at 9:30 p.m. with the Weekend Pop.
What's going on tomorrow?
The Weekend Pop, bro.
Weekend Pop.
You know what the Weekend Pop is, Billy? Originally, we're like, hey, let's talk major pop culture stuff, the big things that happen. But then we realized our love isn't the mainstream pop culture.
It's not.
It's not. Our love is the stuff you may not know about, the stuff that we discovered. So the Weekend Pop is turning into more of a Weekend Pop for us as just fans, stuff that we like, that we discovered, that we think you may like.
That people should be looking at.
And they should be looking at. Now, again, may we have a mainstream thing on there, Billy? We might. If it's something wrong, like, hey, we got to see it,
Yeah, the new Mandalorian.
The Black Widow movie. We may all just do a quick thing on it. But we're finding some amazing books out there. And I'll be honest, I'm not an anime guy, but I'm slowly kind of really respecting it with some of the stuff out there. But yeah, if you guys want to tune in, it's live. Join the fun. We've got a great guest on. So keep an eye out for the promos. They've been floating around on social media. And I just want to thank everyone for joining us tonight. Chat, you've been awesome as always. To our mods out there, thanks for keeping up with getting those links up. Critical Blast, thanks for the great guest recommendation. TJ Heroenberg. I saw a couple of new names in here. Eula Damas. It was great seeing you in here. I don't think you're new. You might. Chris, you are new. Welcome, Chris Stanley. Appreciate you tuning in and subscribing. We love that. And again, as much as we encourage everyone to support our guests, please support the channel. We're happy to go on streams and chat with you guys. And we're also more happy when you guys help share the channel and help us grow it so we can keep getting more subscribers and doing more good things. So, Mr. Tucci, enjoy Ethan's stream.
Mr. Scala.
And I will chat with you later.
You got it, brother. And wait, I got to go on the camera. I'm always looking at the monitors.
I know mine kind of turns, so like I'm never directly at the camera.
I know, and I got the cameras right here, and I never look at. I got this monitor, well, let's see, that monitor, and I got that monitor. So I'm never looking at the friggin' camera.
No, you can't though, because it's like weird. Like I don't want to look at the camera, even though it's right here. I need to look at my screen, which is right here.
And primates still feel very uncomfortable with too much eye contact. So
yeah, so there you go.
We're
primates, bro.
Yeah. All right, man. I'll see you
sort of banana.
Look what I got behind me, Scala, real quick, if I may.
What do you got?
This is the original cover to She Way the Warrior #1.
What?
That is being recolored by Wesley Hartman.
That is the original 11x17.
The original 11x17. Look at the white out. See my little mistakes.
Look at those lips.
Look at those lips.
Isn't that fabulous?
Isn't that fabulous? And I am selling this for $700. So if you go, no, I'm kidding.
No, I was like, I'm not gonna lie. You had me for a second. I'm like maybe $70,000.
Oh yeah, right. Yeah, someone would buy that. Anyway,
Worldwide phenomenon, bro.
Yeah, we have a whole new campaign, and it's for the omnibus edition. And Wes did a first go of it, and it looks amazing. The cover looks fantastic.
Awesome. Hello, Sam. Thanks for popping in.
Sam Rogers.
Sam Rogers. I feel like Sam Rogers is important. That seems like an important name.
Definitely does. Definitely.
Maybe he's really Captain America. But anyways, everyone, have a great night. We'll see you all tomorrow night. Billy's got you got professionals tomorrow night?
Yep.
You got the professionals. Who you going to be on? Whose channel?
I don't know.
It's a rotating show, everyone.
Rotating show. No one never knows who's going. I am on the. Am I the 15th Scala?
15th. Yeah, 15th.
Yeah, I'm the 15th of July. Fragaboom is the 22nd.
Yes. I feel like is it Aaron's turn?
I don't know. All I know is that if you miss an episode, they push you all the way to the back. So I'm not missing any more episodes.
Don't miss them. Don't miss them. All right, everyone. Have a great night. If you want to keep hanging out with Tucci, head on over to Ethan Van Sciver's stream.
All right. See you later, brother.
See you later.
Bye,
everyone.
everybody.
Bye.
Hey everyone!
Thank you for joining us on Pop XP. If you haven't already, make sure to click that subscribe button, and also click the bell for notifications when we go live and we upload some new content. Also, don't forget to head on over to Twitter and follow us at the Pop XP, and over on Instagram at the Pop XP. Thanks again, everyone, and we'll see you soon.